Hey everybody, this is Christian from the Writing Center. In today's video, we're going to be talking about adjectives. So I'm going to share my screen and let's get started. Oops, I have to hit share, don't I? Yes, I do. There we go. Okay, wonderful. An adjective is a word belonging to one of the major form classes in any of numerous languages, and typically serving as a modifier of a noun. That's important, remember that, modifier of a noun, to denote a quality of the thing named, to indicate its quantity or extent, or to specify a thing as distinct from something else. This is on page 56 of Webster's Ninth Collegiate Dictionary. So we're going to kind of break this down a little bit real quick before we move on, and basically say that a noun is a word serving as a modifier of a noun to denote a quality of the thing named, to indicate its quantity or extent, or to specify a thing as distinct from something else. That is the, so this part, that's a more condensed definition. And then if we want the super condensed definition, it is just a modifier of a noun, right? Super condensed, right to the point, that's what it does. And these three instances are the ways in which it can modify a noun, right? Quality, quantity or extent, or as specifying something as distinct from something else. So let's look at some examples of adjectives, and then we'll look at some examples of adjectives in sentences. Okay, so we have big, small, good, bad, light, heavy, sharp, dull, fast, and slow. So these are just some examples of adjectives, and we'll use some of them in our example sentences here. Actually, we're using all of them in sentences. So here we go. First sentence, the big dog barked at the small car, right? So as usual, we have the nouns highlighted in yellow. Nouns are dog and car. And the verb is highlighted in green. The verb is barked. And our adjectives are highlighted in teal, and they are big and small. So notice that big here modifies the noun dog, and then small modifies the noun car. So the adjectives come before the nouns that they modify, right? That's where they're positioned in the sentence, right before the nouns. And if you have two adjectives for a noun, then they'll both just come one right after the other in front of the noun. But typically, if you see an adjective, and you're like, oh, what does this modify? It's going to be the noun right next to it, right? So let's look at the next sentence. The good food tastes better than the bad food. Well, I mean, that's literally by definition, the good food tastes better than the bad food, but yeah, anyways, let's look at this. The adjective good modifies the noun food, and the adjective bad modifies the noun food. Now, what's different in this sentence? In the other sentence, we had two different nouns, right? But in this sentence, we have, the nouns are the same. Well, that's kind of weird. But we have different adjectives for the same noun. So when we look back at our definition, one of the functions of an adjective is to specify a thing as distinct from something else. And that is exactly what these adjectives are doing. They're distinguishing the good food from the bad food, right? So one thing of food is good and one thing of food is bad, right? And if we look at the other examples, the light furniture is easy to move, the heavy furniture is not. Sharp pencils write better than dull pencils. Fast cars win more than slow cars. These are also examples of adjectives that specify a thing as distinct from something else, right? So that is a very, it's not always what adjectives do, but it is a fairly common structure in English, especially in comparisons, right? In a comparison, right? You can tell there's a comparison when you have words like better than, more than. Well, this doesn't exactly have a comparison phrase, but it the structure is a comparative structure, and then better than, again, it's a comparison, right? So I believe that will do it for today. Let me do a quick summary, just important points. If you take anything away from the video, take away these 2 points, right? So one is that the that the adjectives are modifiers of nouns, right? And the second one is that the adjectives come before the nouns that they modify, right? So right here, adjective comes before the noun, and then the adjective big modifies the noun dog. All right, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in our next video. All right, take care. Oh, by the way, next video is on adverbs, so stay tuned. All right, take care. Bye.